I am Jonny Scab, world-renowned critic, reporter, model, everything. And this is All the Johnnies, a small series of episodes where I'll take you through all the greatest Johnnies in the world to ever have existed. Anyone called John, nicknamed John, you got it. We'll be going through the world of Johns. On this instalment of All the Johns, we'll be talking about one of the greatest Johns to ever walk the face of the earth, that being the British legend John McAleese. John McAleese was born on the 25th of April in Stirling, Scotland. If you don't know where that is, it's just a little bit north of England. He received lots of battle honours throughout his career because he was such a badass motherfucker. He received battle honours for Operation Nimrod, Operation Banner, and in the Falklands War. Before being selected or joining the SAS, he was part of the Royal Engineers, and he has done obviously done a lot of previous service to before joining such an elite unit. Now, he was also involved in the Iranian embassy siege in London.
Dramatic end of the 6-day siege. 19 hostages, including the 3 Britons, are safe. The end came with an assault on the building by the Army's Special Air Services Regiment, the SAS, not long after gunmen had killed 2 hostages and pushed the body of one out onto the embassy steps. They threatened to kill another hostage every half hour. It ended with 3 gunmen dead, 1 in hospital and another in police custody.
I don't know if any of you remember that. I saw that in the news. You can look that up. That's a separate affair. But that was a very good example of how badass these motherfuckers are. Now, John did have a son called Sergeant Paul McAleese. Of the Rifles, who tragically died in the Helmand province before John. He was, in all accounts, he was a very great soldier. As you can imagine, having a father like John McAleese, you would have learnt a thing or two growing up. Now, after leaving the army, John didn't stop there. Oh no, John went on to be the landlord of a pub in Hereford. I mean, imagine that. The landlord of your pub is John McAleese. There ain't gonna be no trouble in that pub. And he also went on to do some security contracting in Iraq, which is, as you know, a very dangerous job. It's basically mercenary work, working for private companies and things like oil barons and people that need protection or think they're going to get attacked. Now, to hire someone like John McAleese, I should imagine for that level of professionalism, you're looking at a lot of money. I bet he was on at least like 20 grand a day, and that's just an estimate. Now, he also done a bit of an advisory role for TV programmes. Like things to do with shooting and war and things. Because he's a bit of an expert, was John. You could say that. Now, he was giving his advice on a show called SAS Survival Secrets, which Johnny has watched genuinely. You can find it on YouTube, I believe. Yeah, he was advising the filming of that, I should imagine. He also was involved in the world of airsoft. Now, I'm not sure on what capacity that was at, but I have read that he was involved in airsoft, you know, the shooting sport, little BB pellets running through the woods, ducking in holes, and like going, hey, got ya, you're dead. Now, John McAleese isn't just known to be an amazing super soldier, oh no. He's also known to have a majestic moustache that has been copied throughout the ages. People in movies, people in computer games, soldiers with the beautiful horseshoe moustache. Now, John started all of that. He was a trendsetter. Now, John was also the co-founder and director of NNK Security Group, which was a private security group set up by John. I guess you can look them up as well if that interests you. If you're a bit of a security buff looking for a job on the dangerous side. Now, another great soldier that John was known to work with was another mad Scot called Eddie Stone, and you can look him up as well. He's pretty much just as legendary in his own right, and I'm sure John would have agreed. He's John was probably one of the more famous SAS people, ex-soldiers out there, but at the same time he wasn't corny or cheesy or trying to make money off of his stuff like selling books or making a TV programme about survival. Now, I will probably get a lot of controversy. Scratch that, I mean I will get a lot of controversy if I'm going to say this, but it's true. The SAS have and always will be the greatest elite military unit out there. Now there's people that come close, yes, but they'll never quite top the SAS. Now look at them, look them up, look at their stories from scratch, formed in like the First or Second World War. I mean, they're fucking legends. They've been in pretty much every conflict since, and you don't even know about it because they're that good. Like fucking ninjas, in and out, do the job, get in, kill the terrorist, rescue the hostage, no fucking about. SAS soldiers are known to be very tough. The SAS condition you. They put you on a course, they treat you like a little bit of an animal for a few weeks, hunt you down with dogs and shit like that, chuck water over you and get details out of you, make you run, carry bags, carry your mates, dig holes, swim through rivers, stuff that normal people would look at and think, nah, I'm not doing that. But these people choose to do it. And you know why they choose to do it? So that they can fight the enemies of this country and keep the people that don't choose to do it safe. Now, John served in the Falklands. He was obviously heavily involved in that because the SAS were, with the Paras and the Gurkhas and a lot of other regiments. The Falklands, for those of you that aren't really familiar with it, it was there were Britain. We sort of owned a little island off of Argentina, right? And the people that lived there, they were happy with us ruling them. But the RGs, just across the water, they were a bit like, nah, we ain't having that, we want that back. We want them to live under us. And our Prime Minister at the time, Maggie, old Iron Lady, she said, nah, fuck that. They've been living here for time, they're happy under British rule, so we're keeping the islands. And the RGs were like, no you're not, and we were like, yeah we fucking are. And then the RGs got all bullshit, started attacking the Falklands. That was their mistake, you see, because then Maggie let fucking hell rip on them with the SAS and all our elite regiments, and they never fucked with us again.
God save the Queen.
What happens next, Mr. Long?
Thank you very much.
What's your reaction?
Rejoice at that news and congratulate our forces and the Marines.
Are we going
Good night,
to hear more on
gentlemen.
Mr. Thatcher?
As you all know, John McAleese was unmistakably Scottish. I mean, he was the stereotypical Scot. Now, we've had some amazing Scottish people in the British Army. It goes back fucking generations. Even Sir David Stirling, the guy who founded the SAS, he was a Scots Guard. And you can't knock the Scottish. They're hard. They come from the rough areas and the rough mountains and the cold lands, not like us softened up southerners. I mean, I'm from Manchester originally, but now I class myself as a southerner because I'm all frail when it gets cold. I'm like, oh, it's too cold. But these people, they don't give a fuck. Scots, they're like hard as nails. Now, sadly, John McAleese, Staff Sergeant John McAleese, died in 2011 of a heart attack. He did live a great, amazing life that many people will not even come close to. And he died in Greece, just so you know. Not that that's any consolation, but at least it was warm and peaceful, not shitty and grey like here. final thoughts on this John McAleese, total legend. You will probably never get a greater soldier named John that you'll be aware of. I mean, he's just the perfect pinnacle of greatness of a soldier. Now look him up, read up about him, because there's plenty of stuff I've probably missed out. I'm just trying to outline the interesting stuff. But yeah, rest in peace, John, and rest in peace, Paul. Signing out.